Hey, yo, and good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing today? We're back with another commission stream for good old Avery here.
Hello.
And we have quite a few people in here. We have Corbin.
What's up, everybody?
He sounds very enthusiastic.
Oh, I'm very
indigestion from tea.
I'm very enthusiastic. I just woke up like not even half an hour ago.
And we have Crosby.
Hello.
Hi, Crosby. And we have Xtremetuber, who apparently had his vocal cords ripped out and he can't talk at all.
He's very brutal.
Brutal.
Extreme? Well, I guess we'll hear from him later. Anyway, we're going to be lining this commission on this stream. At least I hope so. The background for this is quite complicated. Lots of patterns and details to do.
I never request anything easy, unfortunately. Sorry about that.
So I hope to do the line work on this stream, and then I hope to completely paint it on the next stream, although that's a bit more shaky because this will be quite complicated to paint. But it's no matter, I can do it. Before we get started, I need to remember to say this. If you're wondering where Manifest Heart Episode 4 Part 1 is, then if you don't know, 2 voice actors left that are unable to record because of complications with life and everything. And in particular, one of them, Violet, Shade and Torpedo's voice actress, is in a lot of trouble right now and needs financial support in order to get her own place because she's in a very toxic environment right now. And she can't do anything in that environment, and she can't record for the voice. So if you want to help her out, give her, a happier life in general, and also want to help Episode 4 Part 1 get out a lot faster, on my Twitter, there's a pinned tweet with a link where you can donate to her. Any amount you want would be greatly appreciated. It doesn't matter how much or how little. I would be very happy if you did that, and of course, Violet would be extremely happy if you did that. So lend her a hand if you want. That's all I ask, basically.
That's brutal.
Yep.
Jesus.
I had no idea.
Yeah, that was just... Oh, poor Violet. That's kind of a mood killer.
Don't worry, she'll be out of it soon.
Well, I hope so, because I mean, I didn't think it was that bad. I get it. I love everyone just says I didn't think it was that bad, whether it's something so minute or something so completely severe. It's just I hear it everywhere I go, and I'm like, and in situations where it's very obvious, I look at them like, really? Oh, apparently Tuber, the reason why he can't speak is because of his connection. He's got over 3,000 ping.
Yeah, so if you can hear me now, that'd be great.
Wow, that is very loud.
Yeah, turn that down a bit. Turn that down a bit, please.
Alright, if you can hear me now, that'd be great.
That is nice.
Well, in that case, thanks for that, everybody. So,
There you go, brother.
I'm glad to be
Yeah,
here.
that was Nicholas. He laughs whenever I laugh. He's still laughing.
I apologize on behalf of all the eardrums that I just murdered.
Alright, I think you said something. I've gone deaf now, so I didn't quite hear that last bit.
Songgal said, "Thanks, Extreme. I didn't need my ears today, anyway."
I already apologize. I have no regrets.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Like, I'm sending money to Violet, but, like, it's in pounds. I don't know how it's transferring.
I think the exchange rate is 1 to 1.6, roughly.
You can
What's
just
this
type
one?
it in Google, and it'll tell you. US dollars to pounds.
British pound sterling. It's 1.35 last time I checked.
There was no way it's that low.
Oh no, wait, it's 1 to 1.31 according to Google, but using like PayPal or any other sort of like software will probably decrease it even more to be something like 1.25.
There's no way it's that. Hold on.
It is, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm thinking of Canadian dollars, my bad.
Oh, speaking of Canada,
Yeah.
I've actually, since I've been learning to drive recently and everything, I've gotten into the reality TV show Canada's Worst Driver. You ever heard of that, Corbin?
How did you get into that?
I just said because I've been learning to drive recently, and so I've been watching some driving related stuff.
But oh, you're watching the show. I thought you meant like you're like involved in the show. Like, how are you involved in it?
Involved in the show? No, watching it on YouTube.
Oh, hang on a second.
What I love about the show is
Sorry
it's
about
based.
that.
What I love about the show, it's like an educational show disguised as a reality TV show. So it's as far as reality TV shows go, it's pretty tame. There's no like written drama between the actual characters, like the candidates of Worst Driver. It's basically just about them learning to become better drivers, and the host is the real personality of the show. And the drivers failing or their reactions to succeeding are the other personality of the show. There's not really any drama that comes from it, other than they fail and they just get frustrated.
I've also been getting into a new series myself, actually. Well, it's not really new, but it's new to me. It's called Ghost Adventures.
I used to be so scared of those types of shows when I ever had a TV.
I relish in those shows. I relish in them because I do believe in the paranormal. Like, I believe heavily in it.
That's why I didn't want to watch it, because at that time I did believe in the paranormal, but at this point, since I know it's all fake, I think I can get into it a lot better.
The paranormal is not fake. I can tell you stories. My grandmother has had paranormal experiences. Like, she is, like, no, I'm not joking. She has seen her mother, her passed away mother.
Now, Corbin, Ruby was specifically referring to the ones that were actually fake, not necessarily the real ones that he hasn't yet fully encountered.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, no, I meant, since I know the paranormal isn't real, that means I can easily get into those shows a lot better. Because before I was really intimidated by them, because I was like, oh my god, this is really scary, what if that happens to me?
Well, that's the thing. I actually do want that to happen to me. I want to encounter. I want to have a paranormal encounter.
Do you have any
I don't
idea
necessarily
why?
think you do, Corbin.
Then you will.
Do you have any idea why that you probably enjoy it and Ruby does not?
I don't know. I just because I hear stories about how my grandmother has, like, I think I might have told the story where she was just, it was in her old apartment before I moved up to 12th and St. George's. She was cleaning dishes in the kitchen, and at the time I was in elementary school, I had a tendency to kind of sneak up and scare her, and she thought she heard the door. She thought she heard me coming up behind her, and she called out my name. No answer. She got confused. She turned around, and from the neck up, she saw an image of her late mother. And she just smiled at her for like maybe a few seconds, and then she just vanished. And when she went to go see a medium about it a few weeks later, she said that the image of your mother was a warning that someone very close to you was about to pass away. Turns out, March of 2006, her father passed away. And now Gran has seen clues that her father is in the room because she has seen plants move by themselves. She just kind of picks up, or she just looks, she just stops, and she goes, "Oh, Dad's here." I'm like, "How can you tell?" It's like, "I just know. I can feel his presence." And now I wonder to myself, I wonder if when Gran does kick the bucket eventually, I wonder if she's going to do that to me.
Each to his own, but going back to the actual programs themselves and like the enjoyment of like watching something that's horror and being scared and the thrill of it. Do you know why that people enjoy that and some people fear for it? Like they cannot watch a horror program because it's too scary for them and so on.
I donated 20 pounds to Violet.
That's
Awesome,
good.
Crosby.
That's very
I
nice.
really appreciate that.
Well, the reason I was afraid of it was because I believe, whenever I believed in that stuff, I believed it to be, harmful or evil. Or not even that, just general fear of the unknown at the time was what got me.
Kind of it. Well, the reason why the excitement, well, people are excited and some people are fearful of horror is because the two reactions to it are exactly the same. So when you are scared of something horrific, your heart starts to pound and race. You start to feel sweaty and clammy, and you begin to panic. However, those same emotions and feelings are exactly the same as excitement. So when you're super excited about something, you get sweaty, clammy, your heart starts pounding, and so on. And the reason why some people enjoy horror, while some people don't enjoy horror, is because they've, over time, naturally forgotten that instinct to, feel fear. Because of they've been accustomed to like horror so much that they can control these feelings. So they have the control over their emotions. However, if you're put in a position where you don't know something's going to happen, so Corbin enjoys those programs probably because he knows that he's not in a room at the moment and it's not actually going to happen to him. But put him in a position where he doesn't know that's going to happen, he's not expecting it, it'll be a completely different outcome and he'll be scared.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to deny that I'll be scared at first, but if I figure out, if the spirit is malevolent or benevolent, then it all depends on the situation after that. Like, if I'm in a room and all of a sudden I feel like a paranormal presence, yeah, I'm going to freeze up because that's just natural human instinct. Because I'm being assailed by something I don't know about or that I can't see. But after a while, if I find, it's not really causing me any physical harm, I guess it's okay. Then I'll calm down. But if I find that it's actively trying to hurt me, I'm getting out of Dodge. I'm like, nope. I am not staying in this place.
Well, that's why I learned to love horrors, because I learned that, it's all just harmless fun and make-believe. And so I just like to embark on that little, like, what if this was real, like, rush that you were talking about. Speaking of horror, I was actually in the mood for some spoops today, and so I rewatched Halloween 1978, and I was actually in the middle of watching It Follows again before the stream. By far, two of my favorite horror movies.
I don't know the topic of horror. Has anyone seen the latest episode of Starter Squad?
Oh, I have.
Yeah, you liked it. That was funny, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was,
I freaking loved that episode. It was the best one he's made yet.
I'm kind of biased, but Bulbasaur's best character.
I think Bulbasaur's funny in the sense that he's innocent.
Yeah.
He's like, Charlie, I'm not sure I can. Oh wait, never mind. I actually like this room.
You know
Maybe
what
I'm
actually made me like Bulbasaur a lot more? The PokeTuber channel Bulbatube.
Nice.
So, Corbin,
Mm-hmm.
have you know Nate Wants to Battle?
I've heard of him. Yes.
Has anyone ever told you that you kind of sound like him?
I sound like Nate Wants to Battle.
Yeah, like kinda.
That's probably because of how my voice is right now.
He actually voiced Pidgeotto in the episode of Starter Squad.
Oh, that was him? Oh,
Yeah.
nice. I want to be in something like that.
He's a pretty good voice actor. He's done a number of roles, like he voices Zack in Final Fantasy VII Machinima Abridged. He voiced Red in the Pokemon vs. Digimon Death Battle. Like he's done a number of things.
Damn, I need to get a hold of him.
Yes, you should. Give him a part.
Alternatively, you can get hold of Corbin when he's got a groggy voice.
Yeah, I can do like a low, growly voice if you want me to.
Corbin actually has a really good narrator voice.
You watched his audio book things?
Mm-hmm.
I tried making another one of a completely different thing, but I found out Vulcan wanted to rehash that series again. So I'm like, well, that's another fun project down the freaking garbage compactor.
Which one's this again?
It's our Star Wars collaboration. But he wants to redo that and make it more attuned to the canon timeline. So I said, okay, well that makes sense, but where are we going to start this? It's got to be within the 30 years between episode 6 and 7. So maybe I was thinking, I'm thinking personally, it could happen about maybe 4.5 years after the Battle of Jakku, where the Galactic Republic is starting to reform itself. The First Order is in the shadows, slowly building up its strength. Luke's trying to restart the Jedi Order, so on and so forth. Which actually, one thing I do like about that idea is that, okay, well, instead of flying an E-Wing, I can have Caleb fly a T-70 X-Wing.
Most of that has just gone over the top of my head.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, actually, with the way my voice is now, I could probably do a decent Emperor Palpatine.
But we all know that Xtremetuber can do a Darth Vader.
Yeah, his Darth Vader's pretty good.
Once he's taken a hit from his fucking
Vaporizer. Admiral Versio, Operation Cinder is to begin at once. Resistance, rebellion, defiance. These are all ideas that cannot be allowed to persist.
Something, dark side, something.
I was expecting that. I was expecting that.
Something complete.
I was expecting that. Oh boy.
in a world, Stefan.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, Nicholas.
XtremetuberVII also has a pretty good impression of the Honest Trailers guy.
Extreme Lucario asks, I could be voice actor too? Well, sure you can.
If you have the talent and hardware, then sure, send a demo in.
Wait, hold up a second. Is this guy bottom right corner here? Is that guy wearing a freaking Hawaiian shirt?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is awesome.
They're supposed to be stereotypical American tourists.
Now hold on, just because they're wearing a Hawaiian shirt doesn't make them terrorists.
They're not terrorists. I said tourists.
Isn't the bird guy in front of the dog-looking guy that Ruby's drawing right now wearing a Hawaiian shirt?
Yes.
Oh wow, that was awesome.
You're very giggly today.
I can be giggly if I need to be.
Extreme Lucario, you mean the donation to Violet?
So, Avery, does Civilization take place in a particular time period?
What do you mean, the game or my comics or something?
The game.
No, it's alternate history. So they take sort of famous places, wonders, cities, civilizations, leaders, and put them into normally into like a random world where anything can happen. So you have things like Gandhi fighting America in the ancient era with crossbows. No, not with crossbows. You can't have crossbows in the ancient era. But yeah, it's all eras. You start with the ancient era and you end up in the information era, which is what we're presently in. Which is funny because the modern era is actually like 2 eras ago. We're actually in the information era.
Yeah, go ahead, Extreme Lucario.
What does he have? Wait, hold up, what? The heck are you talking about, Stefan?
He's talking about the one scene from episode 2 where Torpedo calls Calvin out. Kinda.
Oof. Oof. Oh yeah, that was a pretty powerful moment there. Like,
You're on point with that, Crosby.
What do you mean on point with that?
You're on point with that. You were right about that.
Just like just think of that scene. That makes me think, low blow.
It's like Red 13. Holy shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Scouting report. Where do I begin?
I haven't watched the new episode yet. I need to do that later.
Oh, episode 12 is amazing.
I should probably also get the game on Steam and play it so I can understand the jokes a bit more.
Yeah. Those sneaky shitters. By the way, Hojo was gone. Is gone. What he is?
What game are we talking about now?
Final Fantasy VII.
So I thought we were still talking about Civ because he mentioned Hojo, and Hojo's this.
No, it was just where Team 4 Star is making an abridged of Final Fantasy VII, and they just released episode 12 of season. It's season 2, episode 2, but whatever.
Hello, Corbin. I have returned.
Oh my god, he's back.
Oh god, that is so loud. Why?
And he's much clearer now.
You can't fool me. I turned myself down. You can't fool me.
I'm really good at fooling people.
You could say you're a mockingbird.
Hey! Actually, that actually makes sense.
Yes.
It actually does make sense.
does make sense, but that's like as bad as my goes.
Right, so, Mr. Corbin. Whoops, that's the back of the microphone. Let's try the front this time, okay?
There you go.
Are you familiar with this place?
Which place?
The place that I linked in the... God damn it, there we go. The place that I linked in the commission group.
That's... It looks familiar, but I don't want to say I know what it is. I mean, first glance, it looks like the Amityville house, but I know I'm wrong.
That is correct, but there's a reason why it looks like that house, and it's because it was built around the same time as the Amityville house.
Oh. So that is the Amityville house.
No, it's not, but it was built around the same time. It's just that style of colonial-era house building. This is the Lemp Mansion, which is attached to the Lemp Brewery somewhere that I don't know where is exactly visible in this image. You might be able to find the Lemp Mansion in regards to one of the most visited attractions in regards to haunted houses in the St. Louis.
Did you say the Himeno Mansion?
No, I did not. I said the Lemp Mansion.
Oh.
What is that mansion, Ruby?
Oh, that's the mansion that the Fatal Frame 1 game's location was based on.
I've never played Fatal Frame. I must play this. Because it's obviously emulatable because you talked about it.
Actually, no, I did play it on the Xbox. I played it the Xbox version, but yeah, it is emulatable. It's a PS2 game.
Xbox.
The reason why I bring this up, Corbin, is because I don't know why, and this seems kind of annoying, but I've never been more than 10 minutes away from the Lemp Mansion, and that has consequences that most people ignore, but I'm not really able to ignore them.
Why is that?
Because they affect my life negatively.
Oh.
Negative energy ruminating from that house?
I'm not gonna say that. That sounds like a crazy people talk. I'm just gonna say that it may be very well the reason for my insomnia.
Really?
Like, also because I have things that like Ruby make me more sensitive to sounds, light, and other things. So when you combine that with that, that's not a good combination. I don't think Ruby has to deal with that type of shit.
Do you sleep with the fan on?
I do not sleep with the fan on.
That would help a lot. White noise, you know.
I will take this suggestion because that seems like it would be good.
I can't sleep with any noises or lights.
Also, I have a fear of the unknown in the dark, yet it's very difficult for me to sleep without total darkness in my room. Why does my brain torture me like this?
I used to be scared of the dark, and then I just got used to it.
No, Avery, I'm not scared of the dark. I'm scared of the unknown in the dark, or lack of what I know in the dark.
Well,
That is fear of the dark extreme.
No, because if it's just completely dark, it has to be.
The reason people are scared of the dark is because of the unknown.
Yeah.
Fear of the unknown.
Because if you're scared of the dark, then nothing is actually there. And the only way that you'd be scared of the dark if something was there that you cannot see, whether it's something like a box on the floor that you can trip over, or there's a mass murderer currently breathing down your neck in the dark. Or if, when I was young, you would imagine that Diesel 10 is about to break through your window and crush you. And I'm probably the only person who knows what Diesel 10 is.
I don't think so. That sounds like let me just go out on a limb here.
You're probably Googling it right now.
No, I don't have Google open, but that sounds like a 18-wheeler, whatever you call those over there, version of Carrie that can actually kill people.
No.
Hey, see?
So when I was very young, I used to watch this program called Tom's the Tank Engine a lot, and it used to be really, really good. And then they animated it, and then it became crap. And the first like major villain, in fact, in the first movie they did, they had a villain, which is this long British diesel locomotive with a giant claw on it. And whenever I used to watch that movie, I used to fear for my life because it looked terrifying. And I used to keep imagining that this train will like crash through my wall in the middle of the night, pick me up with this claw, and I don't know, the dream ended at that point.
So I don't mean to laugh. That just reminded me of the Kool-Aid Man for some reason.
Oh yeah!
Yes. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound rude, but it just reminded me of that so much. I'm sorry.
Let me try and find this.
So, Corbin, what do you do in a situation where your animals are outside, you're the only one in the house, and this is provided that you were not in an apartment. For me, this is a house. Your parents are gone from the house, and you are on the ground floor, and you hear footsteps on the second floor. What do you do in this situation?
I'd go investigate. Be like, what the heck's that noise? Is somebody here? Do I have an intruder?
That is what I would do, yes.
Curiosity over fear at first.
Now, upon investigation, would you, if you suspected somebody of intruding your house, do the American thing or the Canadian thing?
I have a good idea what the American thing would be, and it's not a very good, like,
Is anyone there?
stereotypical view.
No, that's what I would kind of say. The American thing would be to grab your gun.
Nope. The American thing to do would be to grab your nearest knife.
Okay.
A knife?
Yes, a knife.
Yeah,
Also,
because this person who's intruding my house could possibly have a gun, so yeah, I will bring a knife.
hey, they won't bring a gun if the door is unlocked. If the door is unlocked, they're already in the house without needing it, so they wouldn't even be having their gun drawn or whatever. Speaking of which, that is also a good reason why more Americans should leave their doors unlocked.
Huh?
Really?
What?
I'm being I'm being a meme right now. Hold on a second. I need to find the name of the meme.
You confuse the heck out of me.
Bad advice, penguin, or something. No, wait. What is the opposite of bad advice? Good advice, mallard. What is bad advice, mallard?
No clue.
Anyway, it hasn't happened for a long time, but it happened to my mother. To where I was downstairs, not in the living room. Dad was out. The cats were downstairs, and she heard footsteps upstairs. So she decided to. Actually, no. I take it back. I was at school that day. Dad was out. The cats were downstairs, so she heard footsteps, and she called out thinking that it was me coming down the steps. But it was not. There was no me.
Da, da, da.
But who was phone? So, in general, this house is 119. No, actually, let me see here. God damn it, I can't do this math right now. Corbin, a house built in 1897 is how old?
Do not ask me a math question.
Wait, what are the numbers?
A house built in 1897 is how old now? When I first moved in there, I knew that it was at least
120 years old.
Okay.
See, I'm good at maths.
Yep. There we go. That's it. 20. 120. All right. So this house that I'm living in is 120 years old. That's plenty of time for many murders to have occurred here.
Extreme. I'm sorry to say, but you completely lost the plot there. The reason why your mother heard something upstairs is because the house is old as fuck and wood was settling.
No, that's not what I'm talking about, Ruby. I'm just saying that that's something that I always think about when I enter old houses, because I'm a weirdo! Nothing to do with what I was talking about previously.
No, I was talking about what your mother experienced.
Yes, we all tend to go with that explanation for things in terms of old houses.
Well, it's a lot more plausible than spooky fairies are in my house.
I never said that, Ruby. You're the first one to actually say that. I never said that, did I?
You implied it.
I didn't imply it. You were the one who did. Anyway, like, as I said, the point is, every time I go into an old house, because I'm a weirdo, I always think about, it would be nice to know the history of this house, to know if anybody was actually murdered in this house, because if they were, that would be an amazing talking point. Because
that would be an amazing discussion topic for guests.
I mean, who doesn't love a good murder house, you know? I mean, it's not like you're gonna murder the entire guests that are in there just because somebody else was murdered in there, is it? Remember, you're also talking to somebody who on occasion has been labeled XtremetuberVII.
Hello, digital ghost. I just splashed coffee on my face.
Oh, hey, Ruby, it looks like the artist for the Fairly Odd Parents drew it 10 years later, like they drew the Danny Phantom one 10 years later.
Lutins?
I don't know who they are.
Which Hartman?
Yeah, that guy. So that's cool. I'm gonna take a look at that real quick. Holy crap, it's 21 minutes. That's not a real quick.
And YouTube Mike.
Yep, I totally see the difference between what he started as and what he ended with. Just like how when you see how Shutter and Shade looked in 2012 versus 2017.
I'm trying to think of any supposed paranormal experiences I might have had throughout my life, but I can't think of any at the moment.
I would consider yourself very lucky. They are very annoying to have, Ruby. Because you can't fucking explain them most of the time. And it may just be my personality, but when I can't explain something like that, it annoys me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's why your mind constantly like searches for a reason to have peace of mind.
Roar. Go away, paranormal. Rosby, you never told us if you had any paranormal experiences.
Not that I remember.
That was anticlimactic, sad face.
I think the closest thing I really ever had, maybe, was when I was trying to sleep in my dad's house, my sister on the top, stepsister on the top bunk, and I kept hearing music, and every time, and I thought it was like the radio on, the stereo on by the washing machine, so I would go out to see if there was music, but I wouldn't be able to hear it anymore. So I'd go back in, and I was pretty spooked by that. But upon thinking about it, since I was able to hear the music in the room, but not outside by the stereo, obviously, that means that it's extremely likely that my sister had, like, her headphones on and she was listening to music as she was sleeping. That's why I wasn't able to hear it outside the room.
I would be willing to go with that explanation.
The alternative is that fucking spooky ghosts are rocking out in the room.
That does sound awesome, but very... What, do you, do you remember, like, this is going to be the farthest you'd have to probably go back, but do you remember, like, what sort of music your sister listened to at that time?
I couldn't really make out... Either I couldn't make it out, or I don't remember what kind of music it was.
I can't say I've ever heard music spontaneously. But there is another interesting thing that happens sometimes, and it may not have been that she was even playing it. It may have been that this has happened to me several times before. Her earbuds, or whatever she had at the time, were potentially picking up radio signals and acting as both a receiver and transmitter at the same time. But because they were acting as a receiver and transmitter at the same time, it was muffled and muted to the point to where when you got farther away, you wouldn't be able to hear it anymore. It's kind of weird when your headphones act as a receiver for the radio.
I'll try to think of any more possible paranormal occurrences that I might have had.
The chat should get in on this too, because it's interesting to try and make sense of things that we experience that we can't necessarily explain at the time, but maybe have the ability to explain now.
It's a good conversation piece.
My God. That is... Oh my God. Crosby! What the hell?
What'd he say?
Nothing.
No, you can't walk away from this, Crosby. 5-star and Crosby were sillily getting into it, and Jellyfish said that Crosby would find jellyfish eggs tonight, and Crosby said, go ahead, you'll find BP oil in your bed.
Oh wait.
Oh my gosh, Crosby! It's a good thing that it's not too soon. Otherwise, I would have been able to say that.
Crosby, you fail. You fail, Crosby.
Can't jellyfish only hatch in water?
Mm-hmm.
So quiet.
Ruby, is quote-unquote Silent Hill in the East Coast or the West Coast?
Far East Coast, it's Maine.
All right, so it's a fishing town, right? Silent Hill?
It's a resort town. Used to be a coal mining town and a prison colony. Well, first it was a Native American sacred ground, then it was a prison colony, then it was a mining town, and then it was a tourist town.
So, it went through a lot of phases of its life.
Yeah, Silent Hill has quite the history to it.
I didn't know there was that much history in regards to Silent Hill. Oh my god, what are you doing, Butch? What are you doing to Wanda? Oh my gosh, no, what are you doing?
Because Stephen King, 5-star jellyfish. But yeah, I don't think I can think of anything else that I even mistook for legit paranormal stuff in my life.
As I said,
other than just getting like the heebie-jeebies from time to time.
that would be something that you should probably consider yourself lucky on.
Well, 5-star jellyfish, Stephen King was a huge inspiration for Silent Hill.
Yep.
Now, 5-star jellyfish. You can't use A is B, so B is C in this case. Nope.
Okay, so why was that joke not okay?
Oh, and then, no, it's okay now. It just wouldn't be okay 7 years ago. No, 8 years ago.
Jeez, 5-star. What happened against Konami?
Okay.
Everybody has everything against Konami. They fucking suck, Corbin. They work their employees to death. Not literally. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. That was Capcom that did that one. They do have...
It was Crapcom.
They do have cameras that they watch their employees over. That's a horrible work environment. When you go to review, you're sent to essentially a camp. It is literally called review camp, to where you see parts that they want you to see and things like that. So yeah, that is not a good thing. Konami is not okay. And they own Yu-Gi-Oh, which is also bad, because they can mess up Yu-Gi-Oh.
They already did.
Yep.
They let 4Kids continue dubbing it, so that's one problem.
4Kids, no, Ruby, no, you can't be serious. In 2017, 4Kids is still dubbing Yu-Gi-Oh?
Rebranded as 4K Media, yes.
Yep.
Oh my god, no. They were bad in the 90s. They haven't evolved. No pun intended.
I think that'd be a pun if we were talking about Pokemon.
No, it's still a pun because 4Kids dubbed Pokemon Crosby. Come on, man. Yeah, I'd say that's a good analogy. Konami is close to being Orwell 1984.
Doesn't some people call Capcom Crapcom? Do we have a nickname for Konami?
Yes, we have a nickname for them. They are called Fuck Konami. And I believe that more or less Jim Sterling was sort of the one that came up with that in a way. He made it trending. It made it a thing. It's in popular culture now.
Isn't that the guy who voiced Kermit the Frog?
No.
No.
Wait, who am I thinking of?
I don't... You're thinking of Jim Henson, but he didn't voice Kermit either.
Wait.
I don't know who voiced Kermit, but I know it wasn't Jim Henson.
I mean, there's a lot of pictures of him with Kermit.
if anything, I think that you know who would be the best team. Oh god, what was that? What was that horrible microphone noise?
Wasn't me.
That was like static to the max. Okay, so anyway, the best puppet team would be Frank Oz and Jim Henson. That would be the best puppet team in the history of ever.
See, it says right here he was voiced by Jim until he passed away.
Okay, I did not know that. I retract my earlier statement, Crosby.
It was a ghost.
The ghost sneezed.
Gesundheit, and actually, Crosby, I traced the source, and it is static coming from you. I don't know why, but it's a thing.
Why would I be hearing the static then?
Because you can still hear things that are caused by yourself. Hello, Roger.
Hello, Roger.
Hello.
Wait, maybe it's Corbin. Hold on a second. Let me see whose microphone lights up when it happens.
It's
no,
Avery.
It's Avery.
What?
Yep. Avery is the source of the static.
Arrest that man!
Arrest him!
He's
Arrest
the
that
murderer!
bird.
Why is this static?
Yes.
I can't hear any. I can't see my thing light up whenever I'm not talking.
I do hear a little bit of static.
Avery was the ghost all along!
So, what is that?
You pesky kids! I would have gotten no, wait, I've said that in the wrong order.
I would have got away with it too for you pesky kids in that dang mutt.
What do you do?
Hey, look, you got a Phoenix Quill in the chat.
What?
There's a Phoenix Quill in the chat.
Oh,
There's a Vulcan.
Yeah, he's watching us.
I was looking at the wrong channel.
He's watching us? Yikes!
Big Brother's watching you.
So, who here likes the Ace Attorney series?
I do.
Me.
I've seen it, so I haven't played it, but I've seen it, so
Yeah.
I played all the games except for Ace Investigations. What was that one? Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice.
You have to see the Phoenix Wright anime. It literally is the best depiction because it's all of the ridiculous game weirdness, but with real people, complete with them doing the face vaulting.
You mean
Literally
movie, not
people
anime?
They did a movie too.
There was a movie too, but there was also a live action anime as well. Ruby.
Live
Wait,
action
what,
anime.
action anime?
Yeah,
How is it an anime if it's live action?
it just is. It's a movie, yes. It's a series, yes, but it's literally the only difference between it being an anime and it being a movie is the fact that there are real people in it. Everything from the effects on screen to the people face vaulting to the ground, it's a thing. It's that.
maybe it's a combination live action and animation?
No, it's
Apparently.
live action, but it's shot and written like an anime.
That's the better way of putting it, the way Ruby said.
Okay.
I've seen the animated anime.
And so he should see that because it is the most ridiculous thing. Because when you do the anime thing with real people, it does not look the same because they're real people. And that's not the only reason why, though. I just like imagine anime sweat drop and anime frustration marks. But imagine that on real people. Imagine it.
That would be cringy. Or I don't know how to say it. Weird looking.
And no, Kid Flash. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about the Netflix movie. We don't talk about that.
Wasn't there like two?
No, there's only one.
I swear there was more than one live action Death Note thing.
I'm getting a lot of evolution flashbacks here just by listening to this.
Because
We don't talk about that either.
because they try to make it seem like they're gonna be able to introduce
JoJo.
Nier. and other things like that. But no, I think this movie's going to be so badly received, they're going to say, we probably shouldn't.
Sorry, could you say that again?
I mean, I've only seen a few clips of the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Diamonds Unbreakable live action movie, but I don't think that have they already released it on Blu-ray in Japan or something?
I do not know. As for what I said, Crosby, I said that this movie was probably going to be so badly received that they're probably going to say that it would be a bad idea to do the second part with Nier. I'm just trying to imagine how Nier would be as an American. Like, I just can't picture that. First of all, L is Japanese as well as British, so that's another thing that is interesting. I didn't think that combination would be... Well, I never really even pictured that combination, period. Japanese-British.
These Britishies.
Easy. Well, because probably easy to have a British Japanese person because you have British everything else person.
L's basically he looks like a Japanese person, but he was raised in England.
Wait.
Yeah,
so
pretty
saying,
much every like dual nationality British person.
is it possible for me to be American British then? Because you said there could be British everything.
Yeah, that's probably a bit too close.
Welcome back, Lonely Embryon.
Lonely Embryon is not going to be lonely anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, if you can be Scotch Canadian, then you can also be Scotch Korean.
Well, Markiplier is German Korean, so
Meep?
yeah, Markiplier's You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Markiplier's German Korean.
Wow.
Now, don't take this the wrong way. Don't take this the wrong way. Corbin knows what I'm going to say. Have you seen his eyes?
Was that a head plant?
That was
Nice
probably a head desk.
I mean, the Asian part of Markiplier is obvious, not so much the British part.
German.
British? Sorry. German. Fullmetal Alchemist blurs the lines, so I make mistakes.
Sorry to be interrupting, Ruby, but I know you told me to ask you this again. Like, I don't know, maybe could I possibly be a mod or no?
I don't really need any more mods right now.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Hello,
Seems to be a lot in chat, anyways.
So, you guys know the 2017 remake of, well, I wouldn't say remake, the live-action Beauty and the Beast?
I have seen it.
The one which no one wanted to see, but only wanted to see Frozen Fever right at the beginning of it. That's all that sold the movie.
It's kind of random, but like when I was watching, I kind of thought that Gaston kind of looked like Markiplier. I don't know why.
I will say that movie made me very, very sad with the history of Beauty and the Beast because, well, I mean, it fits more with the times that it was written in, but it doesn't fit with the time that they set it in, which is kind of annoying.
The main thing I didn't like about the movie was Belle's singing voice. Like, it's not very auto-tuning.
Nope, that's just how Emma Watson really sings.
With auto-tune?
No. Well, I mean, she has a good voice, and this is her singing. I'm surprised Emma Watson was Belle. That's what I was surprised with most.
AKA Harmony. I'm just kidding. Because I think Emma Watson was Hermione, right?
I have
Yeah,
never heard
I think so.
Hermione pronounced that way before.
Money?
Yes. I've never heard it pronounced that way, Roger.
Yeah.
I mean,
Especially a
Hermione.
British person.
When you
Sorry,
say
man.
Harmony, do you mean Hermione?
He does. And
Okay.
also, Roger, what is that amulet thing around your Pikachu's neck?
That's a transformation amulet. Why do you ask?
Well, I've seen it, and I was curious about it, and that's what I was figuring, but I just didn't want to assume, because it's rude to assume what an amulet is for.
Because an ass.
Yeah.
Because assuming makes an
Well,
ass out of you and me.
It's a long story, but I'm not gonna say it here. I could tell you later or whatever.
There's plenty of room in the text box of the group.
I'm British, so I'm just presuming.
Right.
Should probably do that in the patron Discord thing.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Avery Bird, what is the wasp hornet bee thing that is to the side of the bird?
Oh, that's my other persona.
And is it a wasp, a hornet, or
He's
a bee?
He's a bee. Everyone keeps calling him a wasp, and even on like so annoyingly, I found one of the pictures I had of him commissioned on a website, like yeah, like on like an image gallery website where people just post pictures that they've seen, but don't actually give credit to the original owners and artists. And they add a tag to it and said it was a wasp, and I'm thinking it's not a wasp. It's anything but a wasp.
I don't know, I'm getting Yellow Jacket vibes from it.
Ruby, only Americans call them yellow jackets.
Well, I'm an American, so what you gonna do?
Yeah, but that would mean that most people wouldn't know what the hell a yellow jacket is.
Fight me, Extreme.
Fight you!
Isn't a yellow
I'm
jacket
hyped up
just
on coffee,
a
don't
type
mess
of
with me.
wasp?
I have coffee downstairs in the fridge. I will fight you!
Well, I also have tea as a secondary source of caffeine.
The static is real.
Or is that me again?
That's Avery.
That
Maybe I should just put myself into push to talk. How do I do that? Hello. This is
Goodbye.
apparently your former, or I'm not sure if he's still current, roommate is afraid of wasps? That's something I did not know.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, Vulcan's afraid of bees.
So am I.
Me too.
To be honest, I'm scared of all things that are bees. Bees, wasps, hornets, yeah. Outside, just like running.
Wasps are annoying though.
Because I got stung by one once. So, many years ago. That's why I'm scared of those three things.
What you need to do with like bees and wasps and sort of pretty much any animal really is just don't disturb it, leave it alone, and move away, and then they'll be perfectly fine and they'll go away on their own time.
Problem with that, Avery, is I might have told the story before. A bunch of fucking, what were they? Wasps, or I think they were wasps, decided to make their home on a wreath right on my front door.
Oh.
So, I didn't know
Yeah,
they were there at the time, so I was just checking outside the door for a package. So I swung it open, and suddenly I found like a whole. I was swarmed by fucking wasps, basically.
Oh.
I managed to shut the door, though, and I only came away with one sting. One got in the house, though. But they were angry.
Jesus Christ, what'd they do?
Well, one
happened?
stung me, and they just swarmed outside the door for a few minutes.
I
What do you
feel
mean,
like
what
I
did they do
shouldn't say
for it?
this.
Like, what happened to make them pissed off?
I swung the door open.
Yeah, that's all that
Oh.
it took, Corbin. These things are fucking murderous. Now then, one thing that I like to do, it is very fun, is when there is a very small nest that I need to get rid of, I take some air spray, like, you know, the Lysol type stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
I take my lighter and I set the thing on fire. It is very fun to do.
Still, there's a risk.
I think we have a vibrant back in the chat.
You obviously haven't met me very much if you don't know that I'm a very fond of fire. I love to watch fire dance in the barbecue grill once we're cooking steaks and things like that.
But making food using fire, aka a barbecue, is completely different from setting nests alight.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna miss a bunch of murder hornets.
The environment will.
I guess, but there's plenty more of them in other people's houses.
Well, yeah, that's my general
if you
rule
set a
of thumb.
fire in
I won't
someone's
leave you
house just to
alone.
get...
I will leave you alone as long as you don't make your nest on my fucking house. Unless you're a bunch of cute little birds, in which case, yeah, make your nest on my balcony. That's just fine.
Yeah, it's not really fun.
It was fine. The little babies are somewhere in the sky now, off flying about. We still have the nest on the balcony.
Wait, the witch nest?
The nest that they made. The bird nest, I mean.
Oh, bird nest. Really? My bad. What? 5-star jellyfish?
That's basically Mr. Roger. This is a wasp.
Yeah, I know. Looks like a bee, but...
Extreme, post that in the chat. Extreme, that seems like something Adam would post. You're stealing his job.
But it's not a bunny, so there.
You're getting in on his market.
I'm getting in on his shit posting territory.
Cringe.
Wait, what? Oh, God. Oh, maybe because of that picture. Because, you know, bees do make people... Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna need to have to correct you on a few things, Mr. Roger. Bees
Yes.
can be very, very friendly. And we need to make the distinction here that murder wasps and murder hornets are completely different than bees.
Bees make honey and pollinate flowers. Wasps, I don't know what they do.
I literally don't know what the purpose of a wasp is either, besides to go out and
Why do they exist?
with their ass dagger.
What do the
anything
hornets
exist?
do? What do hornets do as well?
I'm literally gonna ask Google, what the hell is a hornet's purpose?
Probably give you some interesting answer, like it has no purpose. It's just there to cause you harm.
True.
Well, if that's the case, I'm fine with genociding them. Although if they do have any natural prey, and if
Spiders.
flies or spiders are natural prey to them, then that could mean they become overpopulated. What would I rather
true.
have, an overpopulation of spiders or wasps? Honestly, spiders get in my house a lot more often than wasps do, so I take spiders instead. I mean, wasps surviving instead to kill out the spider population.
Yeah, okay.
I don't need goddamn spiders in my house to kill flies. I can do that myself.
There is literally... National Geographic has literally no fucking answer for what the fuck the purpose of a hornet is.
Wow.
Interesting.
It just says they nest, they nest. That's it.
Just Google search what is a hornet's role in the environment.
I will do that, but considering that National Geographic didn't have anything, I'm gonna be surprised.
Yeah.
Excuse me, get the fuck out, please. What are the benefits of hornets? Get the fuck out, please. Alright, I'm gonna click this just because of that headline, and that means that it is literally clickbait.
5-star jellyfish, do I need to stab somebody?
What's he doing?
Oh.
I would totally pick up that tarantula off of you, Ruby. Not like, you know, that way, but still. Anyway, I would remove the tarantula from you because tarantulas are one of the only spiders that I'm not afraid of.
Well, they're a lot bigger. I tend to be more freaked out by... Actually, no, that's a lie. Big spiders would freak me out. Although tarantulas are, like, bigger to where they're almost like puppies and they're furry, so I can, like, visualize them better. And so they're less scary than I would be if, like, a fucking medium-sized spider with long, freaky legs came crawling up to me.
Well, more power to you, Tuber.
Wait, Corbin, are you also afraid of spiders to the point that tarantulas would freak you out?
Yes. I hear a cat.
And I thought that was a bird at first, but then I realized, you know what? That's probably a cat.
It sounds like a human imitating a cat.
No, I was just making a weird, low, screaming noise.
I was right.
That was weird.
I was the closest to being right. I win. Funny thing about bees is that if they don't have a queen to defend, they're actually really docile.
Alright, it says here...
Bees are docile regardless.
Not if you're threatening their hive or queen.
Spiders, caterpillars, flies, crane flies, and beetles are controlled by the hornets. They will eat them. Therefore, they only exist to get rid of spiders, caterpillars, flies, and beetles.
Wow.
Well, on one hand, we have less spiders, but on the other hand, we have less butterflies. And who doesn't love butterflies?
I don't, because
We
that is
all
actually
love
one of my phobias,
butterflies.
Ruby. I actually have the strangest phobia of all of the chat here. I am afraid of butterflies.
Wow.
That is why it is called a phobia. It is irrational. I do not like it. I do not wish to have this. But just those legs, thought of those legs landing on me and that feeling, that texture that I hate, it just, nope. It's nope.
That
I'm
is
not gonna...
5-star jellyfish, that is actually an upside to cats not being natural parts of the environment here in America. On one hand, if you let your cats wander outside, then they're a major threat to the natural animals that live there, like the birds, for example, or squirrels, or any other animal that might be there. On the other hand, if you do keep indoor cats, they are exceptionally good at killing pests, unwanted pests, because those pests haven't evolved to deal with the cats, so they're exceptionally good at getting rid of them. My point is, outside cats, don't let your cats go outside. It's not a good idea. Just don't.
That is an interesting fear, Shiny. Beyond.
Of course, that's only for America, because here in the UK, cats are native, so we're perfectly fine with them.
How would you even be able to turn into a goldfish?
5-star goldfish.
So, Avery, do you have any idea in what ways the animals and, environment where you are is adapted to deal with cats?
Well, it's never really adapted, because here in, Europe, Asia, and Africa, cats are native. So,
well, yeah, so
the
how
world
does the
has never
environment
really-
compensate for them?
it doesn't really need to compensate, because they've always existed here.
Yeah, that's what I mean by compensate. They exist there, so it has some compensation for it that America doesn't have.
I don't know, really. I don't notice it. But,
If they're native to Europe, then maybe, I don't know, but maybe cats in Europe have some kind of natural predator?
Eagles.
Or rival? Eagles are in
kill
America
cats.
too, though. They aren't really a threat to cats because, well, at least in America, they definitely haven't evolved to deal with them.
He does actually have a point. So I can't remember off the top of my head what's like the natural predator of cats and felines and so on, especially like ocelots. I think it is like large mammals, so things like wolves, maybe. I wouldn't say like large birds of prey because they're mostly scavengers. They just eat anything really, fish.
What?
It's odd. They probably eat rodents. Actually, yeah, they do eat rodents. They do try and eat small birds if they catch them. That's it, really. They don't try and sort of compete with. Actually, no, they do try and compete with foxes, I think. I can't remember. I'm not really the person to ask about that. I'm more of a bird person than a cat or dog person.
Well, yeah. I think I'm asking someone in IT about the mechanics of evolution.
Don't ask me about IT stuff either, because I'm not the best person for IT.
Okay. Whatever floats
Oh,
your
work in IT?
I work in IT, but literally all I need to know in IT is to ask people to turn it off and turn it on again. That's literally my job. I pick up the phone, the first thing I ask is, have you tried turning it off and on again? And they say no, and then I say, can you turn it off and on again? And then they call back a minute or so later and say, it's now working, thank you. It is the easiest job in the world.
Alrighty, so I can tell you that a lot of times with this microphone, I have to unplug it and then plug it back into work, and that is turning it on and off again.
And then if that doesn't work, then the next solution is to heat it gently, and it may jog around some of the electronics inside of it and reconnect a loose connection.
Eat it?
Hit it.
Oh, I thought you said heat it.
Sorry.
Heat it in the microwave.
Yeah, don't do that. That's
Heat it
not
in
a
the
good
oven
idea.
like Linus. Heat your graphics card in the oven like Linus.
Linus Tech Tips. Been
How too
watching
basic.
that dude's videos.
So Kid Flash is afraid of butterflies like me. I am not the only one with the butterfly phobia, whatever that's called.
Good for you.
I am not alone in this chat.
I should know what it is. I can't remember what it is. What is it? Leper. Yeah, it's like lepophobia or something.
And moths are even worse. They're like butterflies that furry.
Moths are cute. The fact that they're furry makes them even more cute.
The only moth that I will accept is the volcano moth.
You mean Volcarona?
Yes, the volcano moth.
Hey, Venomoth is cool too.
No, fuck Venomoth.
Fuck you!
No.
Hey, what about the...
Venomoth
Wait, what
is
about the
great. It
species...
has a blue shiny.
Wait, if you're talking about bugs... Wait, are you scared of dragonflies or no?
No.
No.
I am not
Okay,
scared of
good.
Venomoth is adorable.
dragonflies.
They're adorable, yeah.
Well, I wouldn't call them adorable, but remember, everybody finds different things. Adorbs. Or totes
I need tech
adorbs.
support.
Lepidopophobia. Lepidopterophobia, I think is what fear of butterflies is called. Because someone who studies them is a lepidopterist. So it's lepidopterophobia.
Let's see, what should post stuff I have here that featuring...
Oh yeah, that's right, Corbin. I never got the opportunity to show you this thing.
There you go, steamed.
Steamed.
Or how are you supposed to pronounce your name?
Stand.
Stent! Oh my god, I'm so horrible!
Alternatively, you can say stemped or stemmy.
would that be STEMmy as in like the TEM version of that, or would it just be STEMmy?
Now we're.
Do you just have like a collection of those anime faces that you just like have reaction?
He has them
like
on standby.
A folder that specifically says reaction thing.
I should just, like, if I ever go to Twitch, I should just make those into emotes.
That's
That
actually from Line.
That Pikachu has an oval head.
Yeah, it's from the Line app. They have official Pokemon stickers on there, and these emotes that have a bunch of Pikachus.
Did you just introduce people to yet another web chat phone thing platform?
I'm sorry, it's popular in Asia, so Nintendo has actually released stickers for that.
Is that the new Pikachu design that they never ever use?
I think that's
yeah.
the Pokemon Center Pikachu, no?
Same as the one that they used in the
Like,
Origins.
I do not. No, it didn't. I don't think it was using Origins. I think it was using the
I have a bunch of those if
the
you want to
mini-
see the powerful
the
them.
mini series. You know,
Oh,
the series of
It
shorts.
does look similar, yeah.
I forget what it's called.
Here, I have a pack
I
of
have no idea
stickers.
what possessed them to make Pikachu look like it had Down syndrome.
Yeah.
It looks legitimately awful, and I'm glad the anime never adopted it, even when they moved into Sun and Moon and made everybody else look retarded.
Uh-huh. It's just like Pikachu's head should not be all oval. I agree with that.
And its mouth and nose should be, like, on center, preferably.
Yeah. But yeah, I have a bunch of these Pikachu emote stickers that I took out of the Line app, and boom. I have them as GIF files. What were you gonna type, Xtremetuber?
Not sure. Corbin's a little bit busy right now, but I guess maybe
So-
I can post it. So, at first glance, this GIF may not seem like much, but for those that are more technologically savvy, like Corbin, Avery, and maybe Ruby? I don't know about you, Roger. I haven't known you long enough to know that this GIF will showcase something that is incredible.
The lighting?
No, not the lighting. No. That it is good lighting.
It's pretty good lighting, yes. Is this Unreal Engine or Unity?
It is neither of those things.
Wait, so this is pre-rendered, not real-time render.
Nope, this is 100% real-time rendered.
Wow.
5-star jellyfish. Stop using retarded. That word is offensive to bisexual people. I know you're memeing 5-star jellyfish, but you just low-key called bisexual people retarded.
Oh my god, Adam! Oh my god, Adam, post that in the chat! Post that in the chat!
Sun and Moon, you are beautiful in all the wrong ways. This is why I'm kind of hesitant to call it a different style, more than just low effort bullshit. Like, even if the animation is great, that doesn't excuse that, even if it is an in-between frame.
Next.
I try to make a conscious effort to not make my in-between frames look that bad.
My God, what's wrong with Pikachu's face?
It's just like
He looks like he looks like the freaking marionette from Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
I think these might
Look
be
at
the
those
growing
eyes.
pains from them switching to digital drawing.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, only a small portion of the Sun and Moon team is actually doing it digitally. The keyframes.
Really? So they're still traditional involved?
I think the majority of it is still traditional, but they are experimenting with digital keyframing.
Ah, okay. Pretty cool.
Whenever you hear art style in regards to Sun and Moon, just substitute that in your mind with off-model. Excuses for off-model.
What is a marionette, by the way?
It's a spooky thing from Five Nights at Freddy's.
But yes,
Oh god, that's creepy.
they turned a
So it's
very,
just a
very
puppet.
fun
It's
thing.
a non-sock style puppet. It's a traditional, I don't know, British puppet.
Yeah.
Is that Detective
What happened?
Pikachu?
5-star jelly. That was some render my friend did of a Pikachu with a random hat for like a server.
Pikachu
And-
is now bisexual and wants to eat my soul.
That's what I was laughing at, boy. That's hilarious.
Yes, I did, Kid Flash. They were great. They were great. First animation stream I do, you're gonna get a highlight there.
So, where is the Manifest Heat fan art? Because we've had Manifest Heart fan art, but we haven't had Manifest Heat fan art yet.
Probably did, but I don't remember.
I can't remember it, so that probably means it wasn't enough.
Man, love heart. Why am I? Wasn't that something that someone commented?
Yes. Also, I should go back to the comment section of Ruby's videos because apparently he's got some gems in there that he keeps posting, so I should take a look.
2 gems.
God damn it, Roger.
Go Ram.
What? I'm just laughing too much from everything. Yeah. Alright.
Men love hurts. This is how Adam naturally communicates.
Just imagine a bunch of like instead of the Pokemon, they're humans in the let's say AU there. It'd be cringy, but it would be hilarious. But yeah. What was I gonna say? Forgot. Continue? Crap, it's quiet.
I
Carry
said
the
I was
stream
gonna
by
be
yourself, Roger. What are you gonna
reading
do?
comments.
I'm alone. Just kidding.
Hey, Ruby, you have been credited with predicting Z moves.
Wow.
That is what Potato Man has said, because there was a gem thingamajigger, and it was a special move that was only able to be done with a gem thingamajigger.
Well, it's not exactly an original idea that Pokemon would be able to have special moves or special forms.
Correct. Speaking of which, what do you think of Dawn Lycanroc being an event Pokemon.
Dawn Lycanroc?
Sorry, Dusk Lycanroc.
I think it's absolutely fucking stupid. And one of the worst decisions I think I've ever seen in Pokemon history.
I think it's like almost on par, if not worse, than Ash Greninja. Personally.
They
At
couldn't
least
give
that
him
was
a
like
Mega.
a demo thing and not a limited time offer sort of thing.
I think Ash Greninja is literally the worst thing they can ever introduce into Pokemon. They should not like have something that's centered around Ash in the actual video games. And Dawn Lycanroc is another one.
Well, yeah, I would have much prefer. I think actually, I just came up with a theory as to why they did Ash Greninja. You know who to blame for why they did Ash Greninja? It's because they didn't give the Kalos starters Mega Evolutions. Otherwise, Ash would have had a Mega Greninja.
That is actually not a theory, Ruby. That has been confirmed by the animators themselves that they wanted to give Ash a Mega. So, since they couldn't, they did Ash Greninja.
So, that actually completely justifies Ash Greninja in my mind, because they wanted to... One big complaint against the anime is that they didn't give Ash a Mega, but they wanted to. It's just that Game Freak was stupid and didn't make fucking Mega Evolutions for the starters in the game in which Mega Evolution was introduced, which was one of the biggest missed opportunities in Pokemon. So if you want to blame anybody, do not blame the anime writers, blame Game Freak.
Well, yeah, okay, I blame Game Freak. But the annoying thing about that is I hate the anime at the moment because it is awful at the moment.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
So because of the anime, you've now got a shit. Sorry about my language. You've now got an awful monstrosity in the form of one of the best Pokemon that was ever introduced. Now in the games with a stupid-looking form.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Sorry, say that again.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Ash Greninja.
Oh.
I need to go now for a couple of minutes because dinner is now out. Because what time is it now? The time is now 18:38, and that is what you need to know.
Don't worry, Clover Jade. The Pokemon anime has shown that it really does value continuity nods. So, Greninja will definitely return at some point.
I said yes.
Why do you say 1838?
Why do people keep tagging me on Twitter?
Why do I say 1838? Because you're 6 hours ahead of me, I think.
No, it's actually 1738.
God damn it! Fucking daylight savings time.
Yeah, that was for some reason America and the rest of the world have very different times. They go back on daylight savings and so on, which is weird.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I just go now. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Yep. Okay.
Don't you hate it when someone like randomly tags you for their video?
Nope, I don't hate it because that means that I get more exposure so that I can get more money.
I mean, I'm not saying, but they're repeatedly doing it. It's for their own video that does not feature me. But
You'll show up in the Google search results. That's more important than whether or not you're actually featured or not.
Shadow Dragon, you have to, whenever Ash loses a league, you have to think about it like this. It's all about the journey, not the destination.
Also, he gets to see a cool new region. He gets to meet a whole new bunch of Pokemon, befriend a whole new bunch of Pokemon. That's more important than winning the league. If that's your sole focus, then maybe you shouldn't be looking at the Pokemon as friends, and maybe you're just thinking of them as objects to win leagues.
The reason we think about, the reason we look at Ash losing the league as him being a loser is because we have our own warped perspective as players who play the games. Because if you think about it, if our playthroughs, I mean, were an actual story with us as the characters, we would be the worst fucking Mary Sues on the planet, because we just win everything and and become the champion when we were young. That's a terrible story, and that's something that the anime has not done. They portrayed Ash as much more realistically than us as our player Mary Sue characters in the games, who are just able to overcome everything put in front of them. So I don't know about you, but I really would not like to see the Pokemon anime where, you know, every protagonist is just able to overcome and beat everything and become the champion. He hasn't aged in 20 years, how's that realistic? Why is this so common where people think that the time the anime has been running is the time in universe for the anime? At most, the anime has run 6 years. 7 years, I mean. At most 6 years. At most 7 years, at least 6 years.
They don't seem to consider that each episode doesn't necessarily cover one day. That's what they don't consider.
Even then, if you do count together all the episodes, it doesn't add up to 20 years.
It does not. In fact, at most, it actually only adds up to 2.5 to 3 years, which is... Oh, wait, no, they're up to 1,000 now. Never mind. Even still, back when they only had about 700 episodes... 3 years. It was still just above 3 years, or just below 3 years. So, yeah. Math, people! Math! I mean, just look at the Magic School Bus. Nobody's complaining about those people being the same kids.
Even so, the argument that Ash hasn't aged is really heavily flawed. I've gone over this multiple times before. Black and White was meant to be a pseudo reboot, but as they abandoned that idea, it's also reasonable to assume they abandoned the idea that Ash is still 10, which they introduced at the beginning of Black and White. And the only time Ash has ever been referenced to be 10 years old ever again was in the trailer for Sun and Moon, which can be a toss-up as to whether or not you consider that canon.
I like to think of Sun and Moon as a fun spin-off where it doesn't necessarily have to take place during any time. It could just be a theoretical Ash that is just out having fun on an adventure with Pikachu in a region where he actually has the realistic strength of a 10-year-old that can't lift a tree, even though it's an anime.
Plus, if you actually look at Ash's height from Sun and Moon anime and compare it to the Kanto League, like, his head-to-body ratio is completely different. He's much, much taller. I've actually posted about that on my Twitter. I posted a comparison piece on my Twitter about that.
Also, and I have also corroborated? Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. With Ruby on this, in that, in the Hoenn League, and when because of the fact that they didn't have a Kanto Battle Frontier back at that time, Ash went back to Kanto instead of staying in Hoenn because reasons. And that, leading into Diamond and Pearl, was actually the most evidence that he was actually aging until they decided to, after halfway into the fucking series, reset him in Black and White.
But then, of course, after fan backlash, they backpedaled on everything in Black and White in that they brought back a bunch of Charizard. They brought back Charizard, they introduced the Kanto starters again. They had an entire few episodes dedicated to callbacks. And Team Rocket went back to their old outfits and personalities. So, if they went back on all of that, then why wouldn't they also go back on stating at the beginning of Black and White that Ash is 10?
And technically Phoenix Quill. I'm going to start calling you Vulcan instead of Phoenix Quill. I should do that more. They've been going on longer than Pokemon has.
Wait, really?
SpongeBob is from 1999. Pokemon is from 1998. The Fairly Odd Parents are from 1998 as well.
I don't think those are really comparable, though, since Pokemon is a much more grounded, continuity-based series.
That's true. Fairly Odd Parents is a day-to-day thing. Or an episode-to-episode thing. I mean, Timmy Turner's destroyed the world, like, at least 7 times.
Okay, I'm gonna take a break. I've finished lining the characters. I'm gonna line the backgrounds next, so I'm gonna take a little break. I'll be right back, people.
Okay.
Yes. It was released in the West in 1998. September 10th, 1998. A day that will go down in history, Phoenix Vulcan.
Oh,
Actually,
before I go, Shadow Dragon. If you actually compare XY Ash to Sun and Moon Ash, I think you might be able to find that Sun and Moon Ash actually does look older than even XY Ash. Just compare their head to body ratio and you'll know what I'm talking about. It's just the art style that makes him look younger.
So, Shadow Dragon says, what about Digimon?
I'm sorry to say this, and it's not because I like Pokemon, but Digimon just doesn't get it. Like, I've been going back through the years, and Digimon, it had way too many games in 1 year for various times in its life. And most of the games that they had were pretty much the same game, being literally nothing but slight plot changes and eventually adding color on top of what they'd already done. So adding, like, one game 4 different ways.
You're talking about the virtual pets, right?
I am not counting the virtual pets yet. But this is mainly focusing on some of the Digimon Ryo games, where Ryo is the main character of the game that you are playing. That is one of the things that made up most of the games of Digimon in the 90s to the early 2000s, before Digimon World made its way onto the PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
And even then, Digimon World... Oh my goodness, Digimon World. Poor Digimon World.
But didn't Digimon start as a opposite Tamagotchi for boys?
Yes, it did.
Okay. The only season of Digimon I do like is season 3 for some reason. The Tamers season, but that's off topic. Blech. What to talk about while he's AFK? Whew. Ooh, what to talk about? Something. Yep.
Welcome back, Krusty. I forgot to say that.
I'm also back with food if you guys want to play Guess That Food.
Oh, let's play Guess That Food! Ramen?
You and noodles. No.
So it's not noodles.
Are noodles your favorite food, Roger, by the way?
Actually it's pizza, but I do like ramen noodles, like, if you're talking about, like, you know.
Yeah, just, because, like, I think you bring it up a few times on these streams.
Yeah, true.
So, I guess I should give you guys a hint. The hint is America.
Burger.
Yes.
I knew it!
More specifically a cheeseburger, like many cheeseburgers.
That's easy to guess, I guess, because yeah, American food. Everyone thinks burgers.
I kind of thought your first guess was going to be hot dog from that hint.
Wait, we didn't completely guess?
No, you did. I was just saying, like, I thought the first guess was going to be hot dog.
No, 5-star, just no. Says Pokemon Ranger Efren? Or however you pronounce it, crap.
So, does anyone else in this call refer to McDonald's as Mickey D's?
My mother refers to it as that. I am not the person in this call that refers to it as that there, so I will just let you know that I am not one of those people that does. I have done it twice in my entire life. But Crosby, I will never eat McDonald's French fries ever again. I only eat Burger King fries and other places fries now.
Is there a reason why?
LOL, that image in the chat.
Is there a reason why you're specifically?
Yes, there is a reason, Crosby. There was a video done, and I replicated this myself. There was a video done with a McDonald's French fry in which the guy took a McDonald's French fry, and he took a bunch of other French fries from other places, and it showed how fastly they molded and decayed and, got all gross and stuff. The McDonald's French fries looked the same 6 months after he'd opened them.
That's because they're full of so much salt and preservatives.
That is correct. I will not be putting that in my body, Mr. Corbin. I would rather prefer, just Burger King's fries, or just fries that I know are just potatoes that have been.
Maybe just get some fries. Get some fries in the store, and make them yourself, or make your own French fries.
I do with the slicer and a knife.
Good.
Well, good thing I don't get their fries. I mostly, for the most part, I just get like burgers or McChickens.
Have you ever had a McGangbang? Have you, Krusty?
No, that sounds dirty.
Oh God!
It may be, but it's not.
Like, did you hear they brought the McRib back, and I tried that. It was pretty good.
I won't eat the McRib anymore either, probably, because I tried it once, and it takes a certain taste style to like the McRib.
Reggie for Nintendo.
Here across
Is that like a Big Mac?
It is not just the Big Mac.
It's a McChicken. It's a McChicken and a Big Mac.
It's a McChicken inside of a Big Mac.
Oh.
I think my friend showed me that one time.
I would try that.
I love China.
I would try that.
My body is ready.
It doesn't actually look like that. I'll show you what it actually looks like.
We don't beat China in trade.
Completely different.
What? Oh.
It's really having internet problems.
There goes. Back.
Oh, okay, there we go.
That was really Raven.
So, Corbin, you like Rick and Morty, right?
Absolutely.
Alrighty. So, are you gonna? I don't know. Do they like? Does Canada have the McDonald's that's doing the winter sale of the Szechuan sauce, or is that only here in the United States?
I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I don't know if they're ever going to bring back the Szechuan sauce.
They are. They said so because they.
Oh, in that case, I'll give it a try.
Yeah, I think it's something that you're going to be disappointed with, though.
I'll know when I try it.
I want to try it too, so I can compare it to the sauce that I've actually had. You know, it's interesting.
Good question. Good question, Cosby.
You see, suddenly switches to using a 60 FPS camera because most people are like, "Whoa, this video feels weird. What's going on with this video?" And they just don't know that it's a higher frame rate until they click that button, and then they see that here says 1080p 60.
Oh, you're talking the frame rates? Oh, right.
Adam, you haven't seen anything yet. Are you ready for the most American thing ever in the history of ever? Corbin, you're gonna just play palm at this. Are you ready?
Let's hear it.
Alright, just give me a second. I gotta get an image of this.
Did you share the state?
Yes, it is actually. Stent knows it very much. There you go.
Doddy?
That looks like something that's going to take a couple of days to finish.
I'm not touching that with a 20-foot pole.
Yeah, it looks gross.
I mean, I like meat, but I'm not looking to get a heart attack.
Yeah.
And this is one where every single burger is fried in lard.
No, okay. I'm sorry. Even I have limits. I'm not touching that at all. Forget it.
They give you a disclaimer, and yeah, you have to sign a waiver before you eat it.
Yeah, well, that's just even raising up even more red flags.
So, Stent, are you aware that she has a guitar pick for a mouth in that picture?
Or the way Pikachu frowns.
Pika!
Hold up, I gotta look. There's this thing. I saw this on Facebook, and it's like the world's largest pizza that you can order, and it feeds 50 to 70 people.
What the fuck? How much does it cost?
200 something. I'm like, the crap? Hold up, let me search it up. World's largest pizza order. America. I'm trying to find it, and I can't find it.
What about the pizza that weighs 12 pounds and is bigger than a car tire?
Oh, crap. Holy moly.
Like this, Roger. Like this. This pizza right here. Maybe this.
Oh my gosh. No, that's... I would probably shit out with at least a few people if I were to eat it.
But it's bigger than their torsos.
Yeah. If I were to eat this pizza, I would share it with at least a few people so I don't eat it all. Because I love pizza. Oh.
Crosby, Mexico's in the image, therefore Mexico's in the image, therefore it's not the most American thing.
I make a comment about the picture of the pizza, and Nicholas goes, "Oh, that's yummy."
That's a big.
He doesn't even. I can't even see the picture of it. And I'm here thinking, "Oh,
Pizza, pasta, put it in a box, deliver it."
It's the spontaneity of it.
I think your cousin brother. What is
My
it,
brother.
Your
My
brother might be turning into a bit of a deviant, Corbin.
Well, he is approaching 12 years old. He just goes, "That's good."
Oh my.
Crosby is perfectly okay. You're hearing Corbin laughing, but not nearly as long as that time that he laughed for 2 minutes straight.
Oh, yeah. That was hilarious. And that was all because of some stupid, contrite reason over spelling the word labyrinth wrong or maze wrong.
I hear the background. Don't say that.
That's my brother.
Oh, okay. I guess laughing's good for you.
Oh, it is. It exercises your abdominals.
Unless you're nearly suffocating from it.
In which case, yeah, you could potentially die from it.
Oh, boy.
But it'd be one heck of a way to go.
Oh god, Ruby and Blue! Show me the booty, give me the booty, I want the booty, do-do-do-do-do. The booty. Because of that face, I had to reference that.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go, Corbin. Aw, yeah.
That is what? What is this?
Look at that guy's face.
What?
5 booty.
How can you possibly eat all of that in one sitting without suffering a coronary? The answer is you can't.
Whoa, that's a giant burger.
What possessed someone in their right
That's
mind
an
to attempt
understatement
that?
to say that's a giant burger. That's an understatement.
Oh, really? Oh god. I think I posted this already, but there's a Miku version of pizza pasta put it in a box.
I hope that wasn't aired at one point.
Wait, what?
Vinny looked at it. Vine sauce?
What do you mean? What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Reminding me of that makes me more content with my lack of humor? What? That makes no bleeding sense.
Maybe he thinks he's an adequate.
That I could die for laughing too hard. Well, you barely laugh anyway, so it works out for you. I'm prone to even the smallest little bit of humor.
This is officially the largest pizza ever delivered. It's regularly delivered, by the way. This is a gigantic pizza. It is what you would call a 28-inch pizza.
Okay.
It's one of those 10-plus pounder pizzas because it's got 2 meat toppings.
Everyone in chat say hi.
This is reminding me of epic mealtime.
XtremetuberVII, do you just have, like, pictures of giant food on standby?
I do not. I am literally typing these things into Google that fast, Corbin. I am literally typing them into Google that fast. So everybody says hi, Ruby says bye, I say boy!
100% me. Breathes in.
That pizza looks like you could be down with, like, I don't know, a freaking party. If you had like a party of 10 plus people, that pizza could be eaten within a day.
Or you had instead 3 of those for your average dwarven party.
Why am I referencing?
I don't get it.
I don't get it
Oh,
either.
Rabbits is like oi.
Is this stream just is it just because this is in break time that the stream has devolved into memes and pizzas and food and laughing and words?
Deliver to my
What? Are you what? What is
Roger,
going
we can
on?
barely hear you. Like you're laughing.
Roger, are you okay?
I'm sorry, it's just everything's too funny right now.
Jesus Christ, you
Yeah,
sound like
that's
you sound like I do. All right, you
I would
sound
hate
like I
to
do, and I can't
imagine
believe a fit.
what Roger Delmar would sound like when he was intoxicated on marijuana, because if he's this giggly and laughy, he will probably be able to explode his lungs with how much he would be laughing on marijuana. Yep. Roger, don't ever smoke weed 420 blaze it. Don't ever do that.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. My mom wants me to get on pills and smoke weed.
No.
Like medicinal or like in general?
I don't know, it's marijuana, so... Okay, don't tell anyone that shit. I did just say that.
Roger,
He said out of live stream. What the fuck?
People!
Let's start smashing clocks and clocks because it's time to take a break.
You can hit me now. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, that's taking killing time to a whole new level.
See, Corbin's better at puns than you.
I was laughing and... Oh, Ruby's on mute. I think, does that mean he's back?
Well, considering that
Oh,
the break
snap.
time is gone from the stream, maybe that does mean that Ruby is back.
You'd be correct about that.
There it
Uh-oh.
is.
Just off eating an oatmeal cream pie thing.
Oh, nice.
So, did you enjoy the conversation while you were half away, Ruby?
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear anything.
I'm sorry, it went crazy, dude. I'm sorry. I'm just...
Oh my gosh, why did you have to bring Danny Phantom into this irritated fox? Why?
Crosby, this is no reason to bring a machine gun into the fight.
You have to affect yourself.
What the
Chill,
hell's
chill,
going
chill.
on?
Guys,
Someone
chill.
tell me, please. Okay, sorry.
Wait, machine gun? What? What did I miss? Crosby, what are you doing? When did you do it? Why did
Whenever I
you do
move
it?
around
How
to my
did you
chair,
do
Ruby
it?
says. Whenever I move around to my chair, Ruby says it sounds like a machine gun.
Ah, yes, I see. So you were taking out the machine gun.
The bear in the chat? Where? Oh, I see it now.
You have to
Oh
believe.
god,
to
the
see
bear's going go. Oh god, oh god, oh god.
So, remember when the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were originally going to be aliens, but then it was changed because that was the stupidest thing ever?
I guess.
Okay.
Yep, Michael Bay had turtles as aliens at some point, but then that was scrapped. Everybody was talking about it, it got leaked, and so therefore they had to change it because they saw how ridiculous that it would be and how the internet would receive Teenage Mutant Alien Ninja Turtles.
So it'd be Tmant.
Alien TMNT. ATMNT.
No,
Oh,
Tmant.
speaking of bears, Tunnel Bear.
No, get that fucking... No, you get that shit out. You get that shit out of here. Tunnel Bear doesn't allow you to
Linus
do...
Tech Tips.
It doesn't allow you to do certain things that are very important to be able to do.
Oh, really? What, like?
Like, browse the deep web and dark web.
Oh, shit. Then I should uninstall that shit. I don't use it, but, you know.
Corbin, did you ever watch Winnie the Pooh when you were a
Yes.
young child?
Yes,
Which Winnie the Poohs did you watch? Did you
the very
watch...
original.
And you
The
saw
Disney
one
or
that
the
gave
AA
you-
Mail Edition?
A.A.
Right.
Milne's version never had any animated versions.
I mean,
Mr. Roger.
I mean, not an animated version, but I'm talking about the book version because the illustrations are different from the Disney version.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking about the book version.
Well, the book version is older than Corbin's grandfather, so that is plausible as well. Speaking of which,
Nice.
Corbin, you never did tell us how old your grandfather was.
He's in his late 70s.
So, he would have still been a kid when...
Wait, are you talking about my grandfather or my great-grandfather?
Well, actually, I might as well talk about your great-grandfather, too.
Because he was born when Titanic was being built.
Okay, so he was born...
In 1996?
No, in 1911.
1909.
No, he was born
Wow.
in 1911. He was born when the Titanic was around the tail end of its construction.
Wow.
And he
Alright.
was less than a year old when it went down.
I was making a joke skis.
Huh? What?
You said 1996.
Oh!
You were making a joke, Steve.
Oh god.
Oh, I think I get it now.
We're making everyone laugh here.
Okay, I'll give you that one. That one was good.
Alright, so, A.A. Milne's Winnie the Pooh looks like your great-grandfather would have actually been one of the first kids to ever read A.A. Milne's Winnie the Pooh.
Probably.
Speaking of stuff, why are we talking about Winnie the Pooh? Is it because of bears?
Yes, it's because you started this with your goddamn motherfucking tunnel bear shit. Lord.
Linus text tips. Okay, enough.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Adam also does bring up a good point. In the UK, they decided in the 80s to censor the fact that it had the word ninja in it. So they were the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles in the
that's
United
true.
Remember that.
Hero
was never the
Turtles,
case.
Hero Turtles.
They were. I'm pretty sure they were always called Ninja Turtles.
Are you serious? Oh, Hayao Miyazaki revealed final film, but I thought The Wind Rises was his final film. Did he come back or something?
I need to go do something. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright, so Miyazaki's final film will be called Kimi Tachi wa do Ikeryu ka? How do you live? I don't know. I'm just like... Why? I thought Miyazaki had The Wind Rises film, and I just don't get it. How does he keep coming out of retirement? Hey! It's Fed! I'm done. No. God, I'm
Where did
dead.
that come from?
Because Irritated Fox mentioned it.
Oh, no. I was about to put an emoji
The
down,
funny
but
thing
I
is,
think
my
it'd
mom
be-
used to watch Fat Albert when she was a kid. Many years ago. Oh god, Irritated Fox. Enough of the Fat Albert. You know it's hilarious.
Corbin. This is a sushi roll made out of stuff from Dunkin' Donuts.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure if I want to see this.
There we go.
More like Crosby kids.
No. No. I refuse to touch that with a 10-foot pole.
extending power pole.
Oh my god. What's okay? I should really stop with that joke, as well as Fox.
I don't know what happened in the chat. Like, whenever
I'm just reading chat, and someone mentioned Fat Albert, so I just did a horrible impression. So crap.
I'm making my mouth water again. God damn it! Why am I doing this to me?
Because you're starving
Bad.
yourself.
Let's not talk
is-
about food.
Slurp, slurp, slurp.
I'm gonna take a look.
Hey yo, it's your boy Krasma.
Oh my god, you're making my mouth water. Bad. No, Extreme. Why?
Look at all that lovely raw fish.
Sashimi.
Yeah, one time I tried sushi and I tried some wasabi without really knowing how it tasted, and I instantly regretted everything.
I may even try to eat jellyfish sushi at some point. I wonder what it'll taste like, since jellyfish are mostly.
I think Baxter is going to be triggered with that.
Oh, so it is.
Hey, Taylor.
Wasabi.
It is.
Adam, you got
Lightly.
proper wasabi. Real wasabi that is actually graded from the plant Japanica, Wasabia japanica, I mean. I mixed the first things. But yeah. Isn't actually all that hot, quote unquote, as it were.
Wait, Ruby muted himself again.
He said he had to be back later.
Oh, duh.
Come on now, man. Surely you were paying attention to that.
I'm
You
sorry.
gotta pay attention to all this stuff. It's important.
Roger, I think we're gonna have to work on your multitasking. You seem to not be able to hold a conversation while listening to Ruby saying that he's gonna be going somewhere.
I'm sorry. Really, I'm sorry. I guess I can't multitask because I'm looking in chat and as well as, you know, in here it's just like, I can't switch in between the two. You know. Wait, what? Why did he leave?
Who did?
Look who left.
Avery.
Why'd Avery leave?
He
Avery.
probably had a crash.
Probably.
Okay, I'm back.
You're
Welcome
back,
back.
but Avery.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys want to see my dog?
Yeah.
I didn't know that you had a
Sure.
dog. And does this dog, by any chance, look like the Carl that you have commonly used?
Why would I model my? Why would I model a husbando for my OC after my dog? That's
I don't know. Why would George Lucas model Chewbacca after his dog?
Oh,
Wow.
Just give me a sec.
Crosby's fed up with your shit, Extreme.
I don't have any model for a husbando, quote unquote. There is no person or thing that I have based a husbando on. I hope it's a tiny dog, though. Like one of those, like, terrier type dogs. That would be so adorbs. Totes my goats adorbs, as they say.
I gotta think of something to talk about.
They're right, you can't spell success without suck.
Oh god.
Well, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do to get to the top.
Oh, by the way, I'll share a picture of my cat. I think I already shared this with Ruby on Twitter back in September, so... Here's a picture of my cat from that... I mean, she's still... yeah.
That's a weird looking Komodo dragon.
What? Attack my cats.
Aw, he's a little puppy dog.
He's like a year old.
Aw, that's cute.
If I had a backyard, I would get a dog in an instant.
Captil, yeah, it grew old, so, but sadly, she passed away. I think I have a picture. I think I have a picture of Christy when she was alive.
So my dog's name is Loki. Like he was named that when he was born, but like he kind of felt the need to live up to the name because he's quite the little troublemaker.
Ah, okay. Oh boy, the cookies.
You say cookie?
Eh?
5-star jellyfish, I'm not convinced that's good for your health.
Yeah.
Are you saying that 5-star jellyfish can't live like the Cookie Monster, Ruby?
He can live however he wants to, just don't come crying when your lifespan is shortened.
My world is slowly crumbling like a cookie.
You know what I really want?
What?
I want one of those, like, holiday sugar cookies with, like, the sort of icing on top.
Oh.
And the sprinkles.
The very soft ones.
Yeah.
I think I know the ones you're talking about.
Soft and crumbly ones.
I saw this funny like post with one of those cookies. Like, hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Let's see.
Have you guys noticed that it's starting to be a thing on YouTube where people have something portrayed by SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's become a thing.
The memes never stop.
Oh god, irritated fox.
I still refuse to believe that Irritated Fox and Spicy Fox are not related. I refuse to believe they are not related.
That's foxist.
Irritated Fox. How would you react if someone told you to draw Smexy stuff? Funny thing is, I think it was on the stream before the last stream, where I think it was... Who was it? I forget who it was, but somebody asked me if I draw Pokemon porn.
Did they just flat out say it like that, though?
Yeah, the guy even said in the chat, I'm drawing Pokemon porn right now, but it looks like they're just hugging.
Oh dear.
Oh god. That's stuff you shouldn't say it out loud. Oh god, irritated fox.
This is why we have mods. Although
Yeah.
sometimes Adam seems to fall asleep.
Yep, which is what I'm there for, but I wasn't there that day because of reasons.
Oh,
He's a sleepy bunny.
oh please, Extreme Adam is like way better of a mod than you are. Just saying.
I've relaxed over the years, Ruby. I've relaxed over the years. My wild mod days are over. Adam is now the hot young blood.
Wow.
That analogy got really weird.
Oh, by the way, just to make my position clear again for anybody who's unclear. No, I'm not gonna do NSFW works.
Agreed. Nobody should deal through that. Ooh. Oh, I forgot to ask this, Ruby, but how are you?
How am I?
Yeah.
I'm doing good today.
Oh, that's good. So, yeah. Good.
I got up really, really early, though. I got up at, like, midnight today. But I was able to rewatch 2 of my favorite horror movies.
Oh, that's good. Especially at night.
Well, it was actually in the early morning that I watched them. It was Halloween
okay.
1978 and It Follows.
Oh, okay.
Do you enjoy any of the sequels to Halloween?
I watched Halloween 2. I thought it was not as good, but it was decent, and I don't want to watch any of the rest of them because I know how terrible they are.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Now the chat's all going, how would you portray yourself by SpongeBob?
Oh my god, guys, look around your suggested page. I'm sure it's there.
Yeah, I've seen that. Random video title. That would totally be that one YouTuber, I forgot what his name, Jimmy Lindsay. You know, making those type of titles. Someone goes to my house and steals shit. Not kidding. Not safe. It's just like,
One of these days, Ruby, I think I should just, for the hell of it, I should just show up to one of your streams, plumb smashed out of my mind.
Oh goodness.
oh god.
I don't want to know what you were like drunk.
I know what I'm like drunk, and I will tell you that I am over analytical and I talk louder. That's about it. So
Well, as long as you're not belligerent.
no, I don't tend to get belligerent. No, I just talk louder because my volume control button is turned off when I am drunk. I don't know why, but that happens with a lot of people.
You know what'd be cool if we could all like if shit.
Okay, so if you're gonna say we should all meet up, first of all, that is not financially viable for like 90% of the chat.
Yeah, agreed. That's true.
And
I'm talking about
secondly,
like, yeah.
you'd also have to be waiting until Ruby could drive so that he could leave his place.
I'm really, really close.
Okay.
I'm close on that.
Cool. I mean, I would love to meet up like in a mall in real life and just be like.
Excuse me, did you just say a mall? What is this, 2005?
I'm sorry, I don't know. Something like in a public area.
Let's go to the mall, guys. Let's meet up at the shopping center.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, that sounded like brats.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping.
No, the place we meet up is an arcade filled with all of the retro consoles, the full Sonic collection, and a whole bunch of other places.
They still have arcades?
Yeah, they still have
If
arcades.
you want to go to an arcade,
It's
you
been a
best
minute
stop
since I've seen
going.
one.
If you want to go to an arcade, you have to go to Japan.
I know. My father.
Stop interrupting Ruby! I want to hear what he has to say.
Wait, who?
Wait, what?
Ruby,
no,
I
just
couldn't hear what you were
arcades
saying.
are dead in everywhere in the world except Japan.
Well, I mean, I have an arcade near me. I can go to an arcade. But I'm not going to have you all come here, that's for sure. No, I don't mean my house. I mean, like, in my state. There's, like, 12 different arcades. What?
Oh, hold
Star!
on, someone's
What the
calling
fuck?
me.
Stop! No! Stop! Stop!
I don't think that's too inappropriate.
No, it's not, but it's hilariously ridiculous. I'm not, like, modding there. I'm just like, no, stop. I shouldn't be laughing at that. I shouldn't be, but I am, and it's bad. Stop it.
So Jellyfish, just because people are cucks doesn't give you the right to suck their brains out.
God, why did that word change from being a wife cheating on their husband to something
Alright, I'll
else?
be right back. I have to do something.
Personally, I think it's a funny as hell word when it's not used by, like, when it's not used unironically. I love to use that word because it's funny as fuck.
Adam, what do you mean by deploy pacifiers? Are the bunnies the pacifiers? Do they pacify people?
You know how the word snowflake has actually gotten, like, hijacked by the left again? After the right used it so much during the election?
I guess. I think so.
I think the same thing is gonna happen with beta male and cuck, and I can't wait until that happens because I want to use it so often. Because it's so funny to me. It just hits my funny bone.
So, Ruby, in regards to beta male, I think that it's already happened because people are starting to realize that the people that originally called people beta males aren't actually able to understand the Greek alphabet, since Omega is the last letter and the lowest on the food chain in terms of the alphabet. Beta is just second to alpha, so there's nothing wrong with that. Adam, that is way too American. I'm gonna have to confiscate your British license for the time being.
I think no, I think he's making a Sudoku joke.
What?
You need to grind your meme level, Extreme.
Arrgh! I'm not memed enough. Actually, no, wait, I take it back. Ruby, somebody already did that. Let me just link the video for the chat. It is completely safe for work. Well, no, I'd say it's 80% safe for work. Is that an acceptable ratio? There's nothing like porny in it or anything like that.
Gun, put down that atom. You don't want to do this. You got your whole life ahead of you. That's good, Adam.
Why does the tea emoji look like a birthday cake?
Because every day is your birthday when you're drinking tea.
Alright, Ruby, this is to determine your meme level. Have you heard the term full Macintosh?
Yes.
Okay, you are properly memed then. In that song involving full Macintosh, that is where they have reclaimed those words and made them not whatever the right did. So that's what I think. I think we're already at that point. Still trying to remember the original video's name. Damn it, why is this so hard?
Xtremetuber.
Yes, Crosby?
Get Flash Storm to know something. Yep.
I mean, if you want to, I'm not gonna say that you can't. I don't specifically want to sound like I'm requesting it of you, because I like to pay people for that if they accept it.
I'm back.
So,
Welcome back.
I guess
Thanks.
it's a sort of yes? Worst Pokemon of each type? Every fairy type. I'm sorry.
It only covers one type.
Oh, by the way, tomorrow I'm gonna try to see if I can get to watch the Pokemon You movie.
Pokemon. Okay.
It's tomorrow at like 11 something. So I'm gonna go to my local theater and watch it. Am I cutting out?
No, he sounded fine.
For me, yes, but for everybody else, no. Oh god, the eyes and lips are back. No, not those again. You remember those, Ruby?
A little bit.
Those were a thing.
Yes, those were a thing, Crosby. I don't remember who originally did it, but
It was golden.
I'm surprised it showed up again. And this time it's from Wild Bear. Mr. Mime is a fairy type because they don't like mimes and want them to be considered fairies.
Because they needed more fairy types.
What the? It's like they're showing up. It's like I'm a kitty cat. I'm just like, what? With those eyes.
Adam, can I ask you a favor? Can you search up that I'm a Kitty Cat song from way back when?
Oh, I
with the
remember.
Halo Hunter and post it in the chat?
I'm a kitty cat.
We're bringing up so many old memes in this stream.
Ruby, we're going deep to the original pure memes.
I remember that.
That's because you're over 20 years old. Or at 20 years old. Also, question. How many people in this chat say the word 20 as 20 instead of 20?
20.
If I am tired, then I say 20. If I am full of
True.
energy, I say 20.
Yeah, same.
Honestly, it's either for me.
Oh my god, irritated fox. Is that a moan face or something?
It could be. Worst ice type is Jinx. Get out, Jinx. Also, Ruby, question, and this is actually a legitimate question.
Are you saying your other questions weren't legitimate?
Well, yes, partially. But if you were going to be drawing Jinx, would you be drawing purple Jinx or original face Jinx?
Am I doing a commission for somebody in this case?
Well, yes. In this hypothetical case, it would be a commission, yes. Would
Then
it be, I mean, probably
it would be on their preference.
Alrighty. So, you'd still draw original face Jinx if it was their preference. Wow, what the hell was wrong with my mouth? Preference. Yes. Alrighty. That makes me happy. Not that I need original face Jinx or anything like that. I was just like...
I mean to say, if they wanted that, I would.
Like, I wouldn't want to have it be suppressed. Because I like to think of it as, you know, maybe we should have both Jinxes. Like, it would be specifically like how you have Kanto Arbok with the pattern. Maybe Kanto Jinxes are that color and all other Jinxes are purple. It'd be like a mark of region.
Yeah, I don't think it was like an intentionally hurtful thing.
No, it was not. But that person just went out ridiculous. They did the same thing with Mr. Popo too.
American.
Oh my god, wasn't that a joke?
American centrism.
Speaking of the new Pokemon movie, I'm gonna be watching it tomorrow.
You said that already. This
Yeah, I already said that, but yeah, I know.
Wild Bear, that is a unicorn and a rainbow, and those things go together. You might even say there could be a dash of rainbow in that as well.
Don't.
Who's Miki?
Miki is a hunter berry.
Isn't that the name of that teal-haired girl? The long pigtails.
Wait.
Are you talking about Wolfie Hunterberry?
No. The vocal lady.
What Finn was. Miki's gonna watch the Pokemon movie. Alright.
So, when you have the hiccups, one of the best things that I do is I breathe rapidly in and out of the pillow, and that increases the carbon, whatever the hell, something oxide, and that gets rid of the excess oxygen that causes the involuntary spasms of my diaphragm.
I breathe in with my stomach and hold my breath and sort of just expand my windpipe.
I just hold my breath.
This is gonna turn into a thing now. Another conversation, Peter. Peter, what the fuck? What the fuck did I just say?
Who's
Another
Peter?
What were you thinking, Family Guy?
A conversation starter, and I said Peter. What the fuck, brain? So, yeah. What do you guys do in the stream chat to get rid of your hiccups? Answer at your own leisure.
Shots fired.
Oh, it's Neko-chan berry, not Hunter berry. Wolfie is the only Hunter berry. That's what I was getting confused with.
Neko-chan. I'm ashamed to admit I sometimes call my cats Neko-chan.
Same here.
But that would be calling the female Mr. Cat.
What? No. Is Neko a male term?
Nope, but Chan is.
Wait, what?
Not?
Typically.
No, Chan!
You apply it with a cat.
Chan is, like, you know, if you're friends with a person. Oh, wait, or a boy,
Oh, wait, no, sorry, Robbie. San, Ruby. I was sonning instead of channing. That is my mistake. You see, when you have so many AN words,
No,
it can
San
meld
is
together
gender neutral
sometimes.
as well.
Oh, true, San is gender neutral.
I was taught that it wasn't gender neutral. Maybe that's a thing that happened recently, because I don't really know.
Probably
Like
women's rights and everything.
Yeah. See, even Japanese evolves with the times. They typically didn't before, but now they're starting to. Five-star jellyfish, you can't kill yourself. You can only faint. You're a Pokemon, silly.
Unless she's nuzlocking. Or he.
Isn't a Nuzlocke, Krusty. Life is a Nuzlocke. That sounds edgy.
Wow.
The edge and...
Yeah.
Yeah!
That was a stretch grunt.
Wait, so Chan is gender neutral as well? I don't get what
Yes.
causes. I didn't realize. for, feminine, mostly used to. Never mind.
So, if Morgan Freeman was white, would he be a ginger?
Wait, what?
I repeat, Crosby. If Morgan Freeman was white, would he be a ginger?
I thought you said Gordon Freeman, the guy from Half-Life.
Oh.
I mean, why do you think his hair would change color?
Well, because he has freckles, and typically a lot of gingers have freckles.
Pretty sure those might be just from old age.
They could be old age thoughts, but he's had them since he was young too. So, let's just say his old age didn't help with the exacerbation of the spots. I think he always had freckles. Speaking of which, I actually don't know how old Morgan Freeman is. I'm gonna say that he's 70.
I'm gonna say 11-7.
That is 117, Ruby.
This
Remember,
is 117.
11-7.
Master Chief, explain what the heck you're doing aboard that thing.
11 is actually something from J.R.R. Tolkien. Speaking of which, Corbin, what is the J.R.R. in J.R.R. Tolkien for? What is the name?
I have no idea.
Ruby, do you know what the J.R.R. is?
No.
All right. Corbin, do you know?
I just said no.
I'm sorry, I meant Crosby.
Extreme.
I meant Crosby! Crosby!
You're hard
Sorry,
to love, Extreme. You're hard to love, but you're harder to hate.
Sorry, I'd love to get some water. What's up?
I was wondering if you know J.R.R. Tolkien's full name.
I do not. Sorry.
Alrighty, and I don't know why this isn't as common as it was 10 years ago, but it's James Ronald Reuel Tolkien.
Oh god.
Oh my god. 5-star jellyfish is alpha mailing it up in the chat.
Morgan Freeman's 80, 10 years older than I thought he was.
Gordon Freeman and Gordon Ramsay and Morgan Freeman should all, like, get together and make a band.
The Gordons and the Gordons and the Gordons and the Morgans.
The Gordons and the Freemans. Freemasons.
The Freemans. 5. Okay.
Crosby, Pokemon Ranger Efren loves your comic on DeviantArt.
Thank you. Like, I need to get started on the next page. Like, have you checked that out? Xtremetuber?
Yes. I have not checked out the latest chapter.
It's not a chapter. Well, it is a chapter, but it's like I turned my fan fiction into a webcomic. What I'm trying to say.
I thought you might do that. I'm also going to be turning my fan fiction into a webcomic, and I'm gonna need a shit ton of money. I'm gonna need at least $3,500 for this comic.
Job.
It's gonna take me quite a while to save up for it. And the sad thing is, I also need a new computer as well, so... Well, I don't need a new computer. It'd be nice to have one, but... this is one of my dilemmas. Choosing between a computer and getting the fan fiction comic. Oh wait, Crosby, I gotta let you know. In Jaden Smith's new anime, they actually use fuckboy unironically and as if it's a regular thing. So just letting you know, Jaden Smith's anime actually unironically uses the word fuckboy.
I don't know what it means, to be honest.
Basically, I take it to mean like the male version of slut or whore. Or just like a synonym for douchebag. It's basically a new version of douchebag, I take it.
Oh, this joke is old, but Corbin's probably gonna get a chuckle out of this, as well as a few of you others.
Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle.
The more you know.
Extreme, did you catch that Antifa Super Soldiers story?
I did not, but that sounds ridiculously hilarious.
It was. Okay, so basically a Twitter user named Tom Bloke was joking around on Twitter about how Antifa is going to kill all whites on November 4th with their newly bred Antifa Super Soldiers, and a news outlet ran with the story and wrote an article about it as if it were actually real. And then, after it blew up as a fake story, then Fox News picked it up and reported on it as if it were real.
Oh my god.
Oh, nice. Those mouses.
Does that mouse have a Team Mystic symbol on it?
That's Razor's symbol.
Yes, it's checking your candy for razors. Crosby, it's a razor candy joke.
Oh.
Oh, I saw those. I saw a bunch of those on Halloween. Those are funny.
Yeah. I totally would love to get a Razor mouse as a Halloween gift. That would be awesome.
And then just giving out Razor mouses. The trolls be like, what the hell is this?
Extreme Lucario, stop stalking Ruby's cats. Stop it. They are not needing to be stalked right now.
It's time to stop.
Just. Oh wait, that's wrong. Right.
You're in the wrong meme neighborhood, Crosby.
I barely said anything, and you guys know what I was talking about.
To the 1, 2, 3. You got memed or something. I don't know.
Actually, the lyrics to that song are something that are not safe for YouTube.
Yeah, that's why I'm censoring.
You know what?
But
I blame Adam for this degeneration of the streams.
Adam has done it, yes, but it also happened because you went on break. That you are also to blame.
Okay.
Yep. You can't.
You
pass it all
monitor
on
the
Adam, Ruby.
chats. And that's when stuff went deep during break. Nice.
Do you see how much influence you have, Stent, even if you're not in a call? You speak a certain language that triggers something primal inside of all of us.
Is memeing primal?
Yes, it is. To a new, superior breed of humans, known as millennials.
Ruby, did you just call yourself an I am millennial?
And I am millennial?
No, did you just call you and I a millennial?
Well, I didn't say. Well, I guess, yeah, I did, indirectly. Whatever, I wore that on my sleeve. I am a millennial.
I don't want to be a millennial, Ruby, because there's such bad things associated with being a millennial.
And they're all bullshit.
That's true, but remember, if it's bullshit,
yourself.
it's probably...
Don't listen to what the crowd says. Do what's right, even if it may be wrong, or something like that. I'll have to search that up again.
I can't think of what to say next.
I remember
that.
Oh, sorry.
That makes me happy as well, and it makes Ruby happy as well to hear Junichi's... Or is it Kenichi or Junichi? One of the two. Sonic's English. That
Junichi Kanemaru.
I was right the first time, it was Junichi. Alright, Sonic's English makes everybody happy.
Yes.
Yes. That wasn't even a thing until...
Sonic X.
Well, that kind of was a thing in Sonic CD, except he didn't speak any Japanese in Sonic CD, he only spoke English. You could say Sonic CD was the first game that gave Sonic a voice and English, but he only spoke English in that game. It wasn't until Adventure until he spoke Japanese.
Oh god, I'm triggered.
Isn't Sonic CD the game where Sonic leaps off the screen if you take too long and says, I'm out of here?
Yep. Funny thing about Sonic's voice actress in that game is that it's actually a female, making Sonic's first game voice actor female, and also the woman who played him was the singer of You Can Do Anything and Cosmic Eternity, the female lead singer.
Oh my god, that is awesome!
Except her voice was like toned down a couple of... Her voice was deepened by editing, post-processing effects. And it's actually really convincing. Sonic does sound like a young boy.
Oh god! That's hilarious! But
I'm not clicking it. I'm not clicking it. I'm refusing. I refuse.
To click the weep thing?
Actually, in my playthrough of Pokemon Sun, I actually named my Lit Suncat.
Who?
Suncat. It's the name of the girl's suit from Kill la Kill.
Oh god, all the common. Weep confirmed.
Sonic Warrior.
How many of you have watched Madoka Magica?
I've watched it.
Cool. I watched the anime. Haven't seen the movies yet, but the anime. So yeah.
Raymond, you are correct. Anime are cartoons.
All anime is cartoons, but not all cartoons is anime.
True. What to do?
Better anime real.
Is Avery ever gonna come back?
Please come back.
I'm kind of getting worried about his computer now.
Yeah.
And him as well, but yes, I should have said him before talking about his computer.
Oh my god, his poor computer!
Who will ever save his computer? It's like those can be replaced.
Well, at a price.
Yeah, but a human's life can't be replaced.
True.
Bro, you're
I'm
talking
talking about computers.
You're talking
but...
some equivalent exchange shit.
Oh, nice, Kalido.
Kalido?
Cool.
Cool kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
Kool-Aid.
Cool Kool-Aid.
I don't know. He spelled
Kool-Aid.
He spelled cool with a K. Sorry.
Yeah. Cool Kalido 105. Awesome.
I dropped something. Shut up.
Cosby, please don't go on a mass shooting.
No,
That would be
it's
very
because
unbecoming of you.
it's because he spelled it with a K that Crossy decided to open the machine gun.
Speaking
What if every time Extreme started talking, Crosby just leaned back in his chair and made that sound and cut him off?
Sorry, what were you trying to say?
Never mind.
I was joking.
So, Ruby, did I may have missed it during the first time the Civ 6 thing showed up, but do you know why they're all animals in this thing?
Because furries. I don't know. Ask Avery.
I was hoping that he had told you so that I wouldn't have to,
I don't even
revive
know
him
those
from
kinds
the
of
dead.
things.
Wait a minute.
For all I know, everybody was. For all I know, a magical unicorn came down and made everybody into furry animals.
This would
That's
be
a
a perfect
comic?
universe for Vulcan, because Vulcan is a phoenix a lot of the time. Ah, there he is.
Oh!
Hey.
At least he's watching, I think.
Yep. He definitely is watching. He just apparently maybe his microphone died. That could be an explanation.
Wait, where is he?
He said he's in the wow, I can't speak. He's in the commission
He's in
chat.
the Discord.
Yeah, the Discord commission chat.
You crazy kids in your Discords. Back in my day, we had Skype, and the voice quality was terrible, and it was
Back
all
in
we
my
had.
day, we had TeamSpeak before we had Skype, Ruby.
Back in my day, we had ASL, and instant messaging.
You yeah, I think you mean ICQ.
AOL.
It sounded like you said ASL, as in age, sex, location.
Let's just say yes. You would think that I wouldn't be old enough to remember the AOL thing, but actually no, the AOL dial-up sound, I actually did use that kind of internet for, like, the early parts of my life, and I do have the dial-up sounds booting up onto the internet, drilled into my brain. Those are very nostalgic sounds for me, but also they kind of trigger me.
Ruby, Avery has sent direct messages to you.
Oh,
not sure
okay.
on which platform, though. Probably Discord.
Speaking of anime, I mean, I attempted to do, a while back, I'd say December last year. I was working on this fake anime intro. I used Clip Studio Paint, but I'll just paste it in here. Boom. But it's a parody of the Madoka intro, just saying in general. It's a parody of the Madoka intro. The beginning, specifically, but yeah, even the song is Madoka.
Interesting. Why so sad?
Well, because it's a parody in the original. Never mind.
I wouldn't really make a. I'm not really. I'm kind of less focused on making I'm not really more focused on making making intros, more on making trailers.
Yeah, this was just a it was something. It didn't really work out. I used Sony Vegas as well as Clip Studio Paint, so yeah. But yeah, that the amulet, whatever. Off topic. Oh god. Increased. Okay, mute there. Herpader.
Bye, Kid Flash.
Bye, Kid Flash.
Kid Flasho.
Oh boy.
I don't necessarily need to say kiddo, but I won't, so.
I think it looks pretty good, Roger.
Okay. Thanks. Even though that's kind of old. So, I mean, whatever, but thanks. I originally wanted to turn my idea into whatever, but I'm deciding to change it to a webcomic first. Oh, be right back.
You got it? Awesome.
All the fingers goes in right holes. You did it. Awesome. Give it. I got it.
You got it. Brofist. No, Brofist.
No.
There you go. Yeah, we used to roll that before.
How cute. What are you looking for now? You want me to take this off?
Good job, kiddo.
What's on? What's on? What's? Okay. Give it a nuts. What's on?
Good job, kiddo.
You did it.
Hey, you did.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Now let's see.
Hello, E1. How's your 3D modeling coming along? Are you any less dead inside because of it?
Oh man, I just love that. This is completely random to this conversation, but in terms of Cosmo 10 years later, the nickel Phillip is now a quarter, and that's hilarious to me for some reason. I still got to get my hands on that X and Y model. Speaking of models, though. E1, do you have any suggestions on how to mesh Shredder's jacket from an X and Y Pokemon model?
I'm back.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Eh? What to do? Oh, E1 Blaster is here.
Oh, sorry, E1X Blaster. How's your 3D animation going? Or 3D modeling coming? E1X Blaster.
What should we talk about?
Let us talk about the United States of America and the Second Amendment.
Second Amendment?
Oh, extreme.
Wink, wink.
Bringing out the hot topics.
Wait, is this a hot topic right now?
Yeah, mass shootings and everything.
In that case, how about the First Amendment?
Eh? I'm trying to remember. I know they're. I mean, obviously, I live in America, but in the commandment, crap. I'm trying to remember which ones because I was in U.S. government history, something about that in school before I switched schools. Trying to think what the First and Second Amendment are even on. about
First
the right
Amendment,
to have.
separation of church and state and freedom of speech. Second Amendment, right to bear arms.
Ah, right. Thank you. Wait, you're learning 3D modeling? Extreme?
No, I'm not
No,
learning
Unix
3D.
clusters. Okay, everybody. I'm getting tired, so I need a nap, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream off here, and I'm gonna line the rest of it off stream, hopefully in time for tomorrow, where I can start painting it.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, thank you everybody for all the good times and all. So I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.